Hi there. Today's session we're going to look at why trade Forex and also why a lot of stock traders are moving into the currency markets and trading the currency markets. Alright, now our goal for this session is to look at why trade Forex, or the difference between Forex and stocks, advantages and benefits of trading the Forex markets. Alright, so firstly, what is Forex? Forex is short for foreign exchange. Forex is the market where one currency is traded for another currency, for example, the euro against the US dollar. And if you can see or have heard or read what's happening in Europe, basically in Greece, based on euro, that is mainly the relationship between the euro dollar and the US dollar. So, if there's something bad happening, the euro dollar will drop and the US dollar will go up. Alright, it is one of the largest markets in the world and the least regulated financial markets in the world. It has a daily turnover of around $1.9 trillion compared to New York Stock Exchange that only trades around $25 billion per day. So, in terms of trading stocks and Forex, in terms of liquidity, you're not going to really have any problems from there. There are 5 main trading centers, which are Sydney, Tokyo, London, Frankfurt, and New York. So if you're trading the stock market, say here in the US, then you're only limited within the US market. Now, if you are traveling and you're in different countries, then you're not limited into just one trading center. Now, in terms of different time zones, you can trade wherever you want. You can trade 24 hours a day if you want to. So what are the benefits and advantages of trading Forex? Well, firstly, it has the ability to profit in both rising and falling markets. Yes, you would be able to do that as well in the stock market. However, at certain times, you are limited to short the marketplace, right? So, but in the Forex market, you're not going to have any problems with that. It is very liquid. There's a high level liquidity. So let's say, for example, after a holiday like Christmas and so forth, sometimes there's no liquidity in the marketplace. It's highly leveraged. In the US, the maximum you can get is 50 to 1. But outside of the US, you can get 100 to 1, 200 to 1, even 400 to 1. Now, in the stock market, unfortunately, if you want to day trade, you need to have a minimum of $25,000. Not everybody will have that amount of money in this economy at the moment, right? So, and you can only get in terms of leverage 4 to 1, which also you're limited. Other than that, you have to buy the underlying stock, unless you're trading options, of course. But that's a different ballgame. It's 24-hour access 5 days a week. It is also one of the advantages, or the reason why I love trading the Forex market is because of the risk ability. In terms of being going through 24 hours a day, you can control the risk. You can close your positions at any time if you wish to, but not like the stock market. Once it's closed, it's closed, and then you can either gap up the next day or can gap down the next day too. Unless you know what you're doing, then gap trading is fantastic. But if you don't, then you'll be in trouble. But in the currency market, it's seldom that I've seen that the markets have gap in terms of it closed on a Friday or Saturday. Other than that, there's no gapping in between. Alright, the spreads are very minimal. In the stock market, the sum of the spreads could be high, but in the currency markets, depending on the platform that you use, it'd be half a pip, 1 pip, 2 pips, or 3 pips. Pips is what we call price interest points, very similar to a tick in terms of the stock market or futures market. At the same time, there are no commission costs. Not like you're trading stocks in and out. There has to be a certain fee that you have to pay to the broker. Now, in the currency markets, brokers make money on the actual spread itself, and you earn interest, which is fantastic, or they call it rollover. So say, for example, in Australia, where they pay a big interest component and you're buying the Australian dollar against the US dollar, then you will gain interest for as long as you're leaving your trade in there. On a daily basis, you're gaining interest. But in the stock market, you can't do that. Yes, you get a dividend, but they're all factored in anyway. Alrighty, Okay, let's talk about the trading hours. As I mentioned to you earlier that they're open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Well, there are 5 overlapping trading sessions between 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time evening to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Friday evening. Now in New York, there's 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Tokyo 7 p.m. to 4 a.m., Sydney 5 p.m. to 2 a.m., and London 2 a.m. to 12 p.m. EST time. I wrote there a note: taking positions before news is risky, especially if you don't know what you're doing, you have a lack of knowledge or lack of experience. Please don't trade prior to news. Alrighty, so if you can see through here in terms of schedule, there is an overlapping right there between London and New York, so that overlapping can create a lot of volatility. It's a good times for trading. Then there's Sydney and Tokyo and London as well. So depending on what the pairs that you're currently trading or that you want to trade, these are the best times of the day when it comes to trading the currency markets. So in terms of overlapping hours, you have New York and London between 8 a.m. and 12 noon, Sydney and Tokyo between 7 p.m. and 2 a.m., London and Tokyo 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. So you don't need to worry right now what it means, but later on, once you are more interested with the forex market and you want to learn with us, we will explain that more in detail. Now, hours rate is most liquid is between 2 a.m. and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. is currently less active. 4:30 to 5 p.m. markets are down. 8:30 p.m. to 8:30 activity will start to pick up due to the Asian market. Alrighty. Now, in terms of currency pairs, these are the things I love. One of the advantages where I love trading the forex market is because of the limitation of what you can focus on in terms of trading the currency markets. Well, there's a lot in there, but the majors, there's only 7 that you can focus on. Out of that 7 you can choose 2. Now with the stock market, if you're trading the S&P, there's 500 stocks in there. If you're trading the Dow, there's 30 in there. With the Russell 1000, 2000, there's 2000 in there, right? So all depends on what your goals are. But in terms of the currency markets, these are the advantages on why we're I love trading the currency, because you can focus with such a limited group and you can even make money with just one pair alone, which is fantastic. So what are the 7 major currencies? You have the Japanese yen, you have the euro, you have the Swiss franc, you have the British pound, you have the Canadian dollar, you have the Australian dollar, and you have the New Zealand dollar, which is also known as the Kiwi dollar. Alrighty, in terms of accounts, stock market, you are limited to opening an account. Yes, you can open up in whatever money you can put in there, but if you want to make money, then since you're buying the underlying stock, then you need to have some capital in there. If you want to day trade a stock, you have a minimum of 25,000. But in the currency markets, you can open a standard account, a mini account, and a micro account. So in terms of the way how I educate students, I always tell them to open up a micro account, and the reason being is that the worst case scenario is they can only lose, as part of their education, their investment into themselves is the amount of money they can put in the micro account. Minimum $50. I always highly recommend our students to open a 500, and if they can maintain consistency with the micro, then they can open up a mini account, and then through there, if they can show consistency, then they can open up a normal standard account. So these are the things that are one advantages I love trading and teaching the forex market, is because of this ability. In the stock market, if I'm teaching, then there is no such thing, right? Or even the futures market, well, there is, but there's also a minimum requirement to put in there. Alright, so moving on, that's pretty much on the reasons why trading the forex market is advantageous. So join us today for free, just being an observer. All you gotta do is basically go to our website www.estetrade.com and click on the observer and sign up for free to be a member, and you can see the way how we trade on a day-to-day basis, part of our daily trading routine. You can have a look, you can check us out, and then from there you can upgrade your membership and pursue from then on forwards. Or if not, if you're a type of person who is an action taker, then take action right now and just be a member, and either as a one-on-one coaching or having our self-study course program. Alright, this is it for me. Thank you very much for listening. I hope there is something as short information about the Forex market for you right there. Take care until next time. Happy trading. If you have any questions, by the way, please email us at contact@estetrader.com or call our office at 650-320-1714. Once again, that's 650-320-1714. Alrighty guys, take care until next time. Have a good one.